Welcome to Sport. Yeah, that was quite a game. This is Ryan Smith. I'm David Lloyd. We got a lot of sports to cover. Top four showdown, the Nutmeg State. Some unhappy people around here tonight, plus yet another Browns starting quarterback.
And the return of the man for New York. Jalen Brunson is back. Just what New York needed to get over their road woes against Dallas. And this was a crazy one. It went down to the wire and had a finish that you got to see to believe. Let's take you to it. That late in the game, 108-106, Najee Marshall loses the ball, turns it over. Josh Hart picks it up, gets to Jalen Brunson. Brunson to Landry Shamet for three. And then tied up. Josh Hart, shot blocked, gets the rebound, out to Shamet, makes another three. 3.8 seconds left. Mavericks down two. Brandon Williams drives, and is called for an offensive foul. It looked like he made it, but the offensive foul call stands. You see it right here. You see him hook around the arm, gets his arm around Shamet, and the Knicks escape with their first road win, winning this one 113-111. Jalen Brunson back in the lineup and leading the offense for the Knicks. In this one, he becomes the first Knicks player with 25 points in each of his first four road games of a season, breaking a tie with Carmelo Anthony and Patrick Ewing for the longest streak in franchise history.
All right, our NBA analyst, Tim Legler, joins us. Just called the game. We were listening, Legs. Great finish. I want to hear what you had to say about that call, because it turns the game. If Brandon Williams makes that basket and they call the foul on Shamet, they have a chance to win. Instead, it went the other way. What do you think?
Well, David, I think they got the hook right. There's no doubt that Brandon Williams used his hand to wrap the hip of Landry Shamet, but the contact by Shamet was initiated first. That bump on the drive, he's about halfway up the lane, and Shamet is riding him pretty hard with his hip. That, to me, should have been the contact that was called that precipitated the hook. As it turns out, they missed that first one, they get the second one, and that's just a very difficult loss for the Mavericks because, look, we know how badly they're struggling offensively. We talk about the guys that aren't here more than the guys that are, and on top of it, didn't have Cooper Flagg tonight either. They played incredibly hard. They played well enough to win the game. They did not get that call in that moment, so a heartbreaking loss for the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, there's been so much turmoil in the organization. Nico Harrison out, and they're 4-12 now. They certainly could have used a win. It didn't happen. The Knicks gutted that one out. Finally got a win on the road, Legs. They've been 0-4 on the road away from the Garden this season. And Jalen Brunson back after missing a couple games with the ankle. How did he look out there tonight?
He looked great. And he didn't have great rhythm early in the game, but he found it in the third quarter is really when he started to get into his spots and get into his rhythm. This is a team that we've been talking about their three-point shooting all year. Third in the league in attempts. They're up there in percentage as well and makes. This is a team that relies heavily on it. They could not buy a three-point shot most of the night. They strung some together in the second half that put them in position to win. But overall, Jalen Brunson, a welcome sight for Mike Brown to get him back on the floor, and he had his hands all over the end of this game. You know it's always going to be in his hands in close games. He's the primary decision maker, and the Knicks were able to make enough plays offensively to hold off Dallas.
Knicks off to a really nice start to the season. Mike Brown, of course, really the big change. Tom Thibodeau out, Brown in this year as the coach. How are the Knicks different with Brown at the helm?
Well, look, they were a very good offensive team a year ago, and they're an excellent offensive team this year. I think the biggest difference is I think there's more guys touching the ball on most possessions. There's more weak side to strong side cuts. The flow of it seems to happen faster for defenses to defend. They're not quite as predictable. Now, look, when the game slows down, you still know Jalen Brunson's going to have the ball, and he's going to dribble the ball a lot, and the defenses are going to be prepared for that. But the flow throughout the rest of the game, I think that's where it's a little bit different, and I think it's going to be even more dramatically different as the year goes on. Mike Brown said before the game, they're starting to get there in terms of like his vision of what he wants this offense to look like. But he said there's still a lot of growth there based on what his plans are for this team. So that's my best answer for you. They were good both years offensively. It's just a little different how they go about it, particularly with the number of threes they take.
Whatever it is, it's working right now as they're off to a nice start, 9-5 on the season, gutting one out in Dallas. Tim Legler on the call for this game and joining us today on SportsCenter. Three-point range, and they kill you on the offensive glass. We saw all of that in this one. Amen Thompson on the drive, past Evan Mobley. who's getting the better of the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Thompson, great hops. Here comes the three-ball. Reed Shefford, shooter. Rockets up 14 after 1. And then the second chance points. Steven Adams going to tip the offensive rebound to KD. Rockets so big they can pound you on the glass and they rain down threes on you. Pretty good combination. Cavs are down 17 mid-third. Lonzo Ball starts to get it going a little bit. He's like, thank you. And finally it went. He shot just 2 of 8. We're going to show you both of his makes. Lonzo again. It's a 7-point game. And then final minute of the third, Jared Allen inside. No, but clean up his own miss. So Cleveland cuts it to 4 going to the 4th. Donovan Mitchell oddly quiet most of the night. Just 2 points going into the 4th quarter. He finally starts humming. Spida, pull up 3. Got it. It's a 2-point game. Next Cleveland possession. Mitchell gets the tough layup to go. Had 19 in the 4th, finished with 21. Aaron Holiday, Drew's younger brother, 14 of his 18 came in the 4th. And then Alperen Şengün, this guy is just a beast. 28 points, 11 boards, 7 assists. Rockets win again. That's 5 straight W's for that team.
Great.
We can't wait for it. The Houston Rockets will be in action right here on ESPN hosting the Cavaliers, and Jalen Brunson and the Knicks play the second game of their 5-game road trip as we welcome in Kendrick Perkins, who is with us. Kendrick, what is the biggest thing that you're watching for in Rockets Cavs tonight?
Hold on, Christine. Well, all this Kendrick and this government name
I called
from?
you that. That's your name, right?
Okay, I thought we was better than that. I thought it'd be better. But no, it's good. It's good. Here we are though. But so I'm looking at the matchup. Of course, I'm always gonna look at the bigs, and I'm looking at 2 elite young bigs in the game right now: Evan Mobley and Alperen Şengün. Right, and we're talking about the former defensive player, the reigning defensive player of the year, and Evan Mobley, who has somewhat stayed still. I'm waiting on him to take that leap. His numbers right now, 18 and 8 rebounds right now. That's not getting it. Alperen Şengün, on the other hand, the Rockets have the best offense in the league. He's averaging 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists, so he's doing it across the board. Evan Mobley, I need him to take it personal tonight. Alperen Şengün is coming into your crib. Show him why your name should be mentioned in the same conversation, because to me it seemed like a bit of separation, and Alperen Şengün is leaving Evan Mobley behind.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one tonight. Can't wait for it. That's looking forward. Let's take a look back to last night. I don't know if you heard, but LeBron James, he's back.
Mm-hmm. Starting his record-setting 23rd year is LeBron James. Here we go. Welcome back. Bronze vision extraordinary. Play and score.
It was just fun to be out there with the guys, man. A lot of joy, a lot of probably see me smiling and talking a lot on the court today. Just being out with those guys is so fun.
So LeBron is the NBA's all-time leading scorer and has played the most seasons in a career, but he's only played the second most games. He's still 48, behind Robert Parrish for that milestone. Parrish played for 21 seasons, 14 of those with the Celtics. All right, last night, what was your biggest takeaway from LeBron being back on the court?
Oh, he's smiling. We didn't know if LeBron James was going to be smiling this year in the Laker uniform. So he seems happy. He seems engaged. He looked happy to be back there back on the floor. And again, what we saw from LeBron last night is that you could drop him anywhere in America and he's going to fit in and buy into a role long as it's conducive to winning. And what I saw is the 12 assists. 5 of those assists were to his big man, DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes. And they're going to benefit the most from LeBron James far as being able to get easier looks. And it's not just in the pick and roll, but it's also going to be from LeBron James demanding attention on the low block area. We done seen over the past guys like Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love, even Anthony Davis to an extent benefit from LeBron James and his ability to see the floor and get those bigs involved and get them easy looks.
I want to ask you, because obviously the Lakers had a good start to the season without LeBron. They were 10-4. What do you think about their ceiling for the Western Conference this season?
To be honest, I think it could be the conference finals. I got this jacket on for a reason.
Wait, I was going to ask about it.
every Wednesday you're going to see me with this limited edition Oklahoma City Finals jacket, okay, championship jacket, until somebody show me otherwise. But with that being said, I believe that they can make it to the Western Conference Finals. I believe that they have enough. The role players have stepped up. We have seen the emergence of Austin Reeves take his game to an all-NBA level. Obviously, Luka is playing at an MVP level. Now you throw LeBron in the mix with DeAndre and Rui playing well, they could definitely make it back to the Western Conference Finals.
So you got them losing to OKC, though?
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense. Perk.